Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Into the Bliss 1717. I'm Carey Lee. I'm about to bliss you out with a general collective reading today, guys. Readings are timeless, so take what resonates, leave the rest on the table for someone else. Don't make it fit. Sometimes I can start channeling multiple storylines, and things can, like, the speed and the pace can pick up pretty quickly. Just take what resonates. There may be just a little bit piece here or there for you. The whole thing may be for you, but just don't force it. Please and thank you. So it's crazy. I actually pulled a few cards. Well, they actually dumped out. Four cards came out. It was really quite clear. Spirit has a message for a group. I feel like I'm definitely speaking to a collective that I want to be clear that this can cover collectives that have either gone through their first real expansion, their awakening expansion, or you're in the midst of it right now since we have officially entered eclipse season, right? Or this is something that's actually going to start to happen during this eclipse season. And eclipse season is now through November. Okay? So I hope that this resonates for you on some level. I hope that it's helpful. Let's go ahead and get after it. So the first thing that's coming through, I've got four cards. We're going to do the oracle first, and then I'm going to go through and clarify each oracle card. Spirit's asking me to do it just a little bit differently this time. I'm not using a traditional spread. I'm just going to basically use my intuitive gifts and my clairs and my channeling, and we're going to go with the flow. Okay? Anywho, so the first card, this is so freaking gorgeous. It's called, Your Soul is Being Called to Step Up, my loves. Step up. Beautiful, beautiful energy, this card. It says, soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. I feel like, in the age that we're in right now with things that are shifting and changing on a massive scale globally, it's like you are not just here for your own soul's evolution, right? You are also here. It's a double mission. You are here to evolve and grow yourself. And through that process, you are also helping to raise the consciousness of the planet. You are also helping to heal and help the collective shift and move, into the new way. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's very, very interesting. So for some of you, and I could definitely be speaking to a group that may, 1, 2, 3 on the clock, you're on the right path. That's what I take that for. Also, before I was actually came on and started filming while I was preparing, I saw 111 on the clock, so that could be meaningful as well. What's going on is I feel like I'm speaking to there could be a group of you that identify as light workers or star seed. If you're watching my channel, more than likely you definitely identify as that because I identify as light worker. There are so many different types of light workers, and you can have a combination of multiple encoded in your soul's blueprint, right? We always have a very dominant one. And so I feel like I'm speaking to a collective that will identify as like earth angels. Like you're really connected into the earth's frequency. And so this card is called Activated Earth. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're being led. So there's two messages that are coming through for me on this one. The first one, very loud and clear, activation. And that is what eclipse season is really about. It is about our souls. Our souls are encoded, right? Encoded with keys into our blueprint. Think of your soul's blueprint as your fingerprint. It's unique to you. It is based upon, depending upon what philosophy, what study, it is based upon numerology. It is based upon your birth name. It is based upon your birth date. And in some cases, it is also based upon your birth location. So this is very similar to that of like an astrology, a natal chart. It can also, there are ways to do actual soul blueprint charting using your birth name and your date of birth, right? So again, I feel like this is a time of very, very significant activation. The first eclipse is a partial lunar eclipse coming in with the Pisces full moon. That's going to be this month, September 17th. Please jot that down on your calendars. I'm actually going to be hosting my first live all zodiac reading to celebrate the full moon in Pisces. You're more than welcome to join me. I'll be putting out an official announcement and invite on YouTube as well as my other social media accounts. Anywho, the point is I feel like a lot of us are going to be activated. More gifts are going to be activated. The gifts that we're encoded with to help us execute our missions here, okay? Our personal mission for ourselves, as well as the mission that we're here to help the collective, right? So that is one part of the message, the activation. I also feel very called to encourage, and this is the nurse in me. I'm also a registered nurse. I'm going to be retiring my nursing license. I'm moving away from that career completely, 100% dedicating myself, devoting myself to being a spiritual guide for all of you to help you through your ascension and awakening processes, right? Anywho, as a nurse, I'm here to say, please, please, please stay hydrated. Hydrated. Lots of fresh, clean water, electrolyte type beverages, low sugar. Keep yourself very, very hydrated during these experiences. When we are being activated through these eclipses, through any lunar cycle, it's not just the code, the key, these keys being activated within our soul's blueprint. It has a direct impact on our physical as well. So there could also be changes down to the cellular level that will be occurring. And so you may also experience symptoms connected to your awakening process, the expansion. And this isn't a green light for you to avoid going to see your doctor. This is not me giving medical advice either. I want to be very, very clear on that. This is me speaking to you as a non-nurse now. This is really just truly doing the things that are going to support your physical, mental, and emotional health as you go through the expansion. So hydrating, eating, foods that are higher in vibration. So meat, like avoiding meat or reducing your meat consumption, fresh fruits and vegetables, staying away from processed foods. Always a great way to help support, Anyway, the second part of this message, I know this is really long-winded, but I feel like this is a really important message for those of you out there, especially if this is like your first real significant experience, or you've been through these experiences before and you definitely feel like a really, really significant shift. A lot of us out there have been having these deep, deep feelings something is coming, something big is coming. And so I just feel like for me personally right now, it's almost like I just feel like there's just going to be a massive wave of awakenings that are going to be occurring. I'm getting chills on that one right now, that are going to be occurring starting with this Pisces full moon. So think about it. Pisces is directly related to spirit, is one of the most spiritual houses out of our 12 houses, right? And so, I just feel like that's really pointing to the second message on this activated earth with regards to the power places and the ley lines. So the earth has energetic ley lines all around it. Think of it as like the latitude and longitude lines that you see on a globe, right? Or think about it, you can equate that to like the meridian system within the body that, Asian medicine utilizes, right? What happens with these ley lines is it allows currents of energy, spiritual energy to flow through these sacred places of the earth. So think about sacred places like it could be like Indian burial grounds. It could be Stonehenge. It could be the pyramids. It could be, the Mayan pyramids, things like that. So these ley lines allow for this energy to flow. Okay. And so a lot of us that identify, like for me, I am a ley line light worker. I'm not even sure if that's the correct terminology for it, but I have a lot of Earth's energy, Earth frequency energy key coded into my soul's blueprint. And so, just as an example, literally within the last 2 to 3 years, my life has completely changed. I left a 23-year marriage. completely relocated and moved from the Midwest. I'm down in Southeast Florida, in a very specific, I'm actually very close to some really powerful ley line areas, the Bermuda Triangle, those types of things. I'm literally changing careers. My career is changing. I'm going from being a registered nurse to now full on, tarot reader, spiritual guide, those types of things, right? So my point is I had no idea where I was really going back in those when I left Iowa. I wasn't sure where my final landing spot was. All I knew in my soul is that I needed to be closer to the sun. I needed to be closer to the sun. And now I understand why I was placed here in this very specific location, is because this particular place not only has healed me, it's allowed me to go through a very significant expansion myself and clear out my vessel. And it has really activated a big chunk of my own keys in my soul blueprint. So just to give you an example of that, I feel like there are a lot of us that are going to be called to move, to relocate. This can be very, very scary. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not really sure the hows, the whys, the whats, the who's, and the whens, but you just have a very, very deep, deep calling to a place. Honor it. Honor it. That's your soul's calling. It's about really surrendering to the divine's timing and their plans and the providence over our lives. It's just really trust that where you're being placed, also, it doesn't just activate your own gifts and help you heal and get cleared out, but your energy is actually, I'm getting chills on this one. Your energy, wherever we are placed throughout the world, your energy is helping to heal that section of the earth. And your energy is helping to heal the collective in that area. And you don't even realize it's happening. It's just your energy. So this is a really big deal. Really big deal. Holy cow, you guys, I'm 12 minutes in and I haven't even gotten through all of these oracle cards. We've got 2 more to go through. If you're still with me, thank you so much. Super, super appreciate it. Okay, so the third card that came up is the Inner Earth. Such beautiful artwork on this deck. I love Rebecca Campbell's work. And the artist on this deck is Danielle Noel. I just want to give proper credit where credit is due. So the message on this is you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings are going to be presenting themselves. I feel like this is giving me the energy of the Strength card in the tarot deck. And so it's like Spirit is saying to you, I know that this feels really scary. You're asking to step up into a different role. Spirit could be calling you to leave a relationship. The Spirit could be calling you to change a career, change jobs, leave the state that you're in, leave the country. There could be a lot of things that Spirit's asking you to do, and there's a lot of fear or anxiety or worry related to that. And Spirit's asking you to please, please anchor into your mustard seed faith in the divine and in yourself, and know that as you take a leap of faith, as you take the steps, I'm getting a big 6th chakra squeeze on that. As you take the steps, the solutions and the opportunities, the new keys for you to unlock these doors are going to be presented to you. Okay? It's really important not to get locked in and frozen in and stuck in the squeeze of like the illusions of fear and anxiety. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It is an illusion to keep you trapped, to keep you stuck in this unfulfilling state. Okay? So it's really time to just kind of give fear the up and down and say, I see you, and I'm moving right past you. You know what I mean? So you have everything that you need to make it through this. You have the strength and the courage and the stamina and the endurance, or it would not be presented to you now. You are ready is the big message. You are ready. Spirit believes you're ready. Your guides believe that you're ready. Please choose to also believe and trust that you are ready for this. Okay? So the last thing in here is Earth School. I mean, I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but before we even show up on this planet, our souls, along with our soul families, right? We all sign up to come back here. And if you're here and right now during these times, you wanted to be here during these times because this is a massive, massive global shift that we are experiencing. All of the chaos that we see around the world today, consider it a purification. It is a purification. Because just consider it one big tower moment. What is not built on a solid foundation of truth, and that's not my truth, and it's not your truth, and it's not the government's truth, it is the truth. Whatever is not built on based off of universal law and built off of truth and integrity is going to be wiped clean. And that's not anything to be afraid of. Okay? So this is really truly about anchoring in and knowing that the things that are happening on the external, it is meant to be happening this way. Pay no attention to it. Stay on your inner realm. Don't be careful what you're feeding your mind is what's coming through. Earth School, we sign up to come here. A lot of us are here now to help usher the earth from 3D to 5D. If you're not into that time, that story, that's fine. You don't have to be. But essentially what's happening is the way that we live, the way that we operate and function in this world is changing. The days of being led to think that, we have to work ourselves to burnout and that all we're here is to live and pay bills and work and pay bills and work and pay bills, that is false. There is no evidence to support that. It isn't real. We are meant to be on this planet to experience, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay? And so there are certain karmic life lessons that we're here to learn, and we're here to either achieve the lessons or fail on the lessons so that we are able to gain wisdom and knowledge from them so that our souls can evolve and ascend, right? So with Earth School, you're being asked to study. You may be asked or feel called to go back to college. You may be feeling called right now to take up study, maybe some esoterics. Maybe you're being called to study tarot. Maybe you're being called to study Reiki. Maybe you're being called to study medicine. Maybe you're going to help usher in a new healthcare system so that we can trash the existing one. Because it's literally keeping people sick and killing them. And I can say that from experience, both professional and personal, and I have no problem saying it. Anyway, I just feel like you're definitely going to be, if you haven't already felt this, you're going to be called, whatever you are pulled to, whatever topics of interest you're pulled to read about, to study about, to take a course up, do it. Answer your soul's calling. It's definitely something that's going to help prepare you for your roles. You know what I mean? So very, very cool. Let's go ahead and start pulling cards. If you're still with me, awesome. If not, that's okay too. Also, I feel called to let everybody know I've opened up my September books. I am taking on private readings now, one-to-one readings. I do them in 30 or 60-minute readings, and you can either book a live reading with me over Zoom or Google Meet, or you can choose a pre-recorded reading and be able to ask questions with either type. So anywho, all the details on that, you can reach out to me. My email address is in the description box below. I do not communicate with anybody in any other way other than that email address, intothebliss1717@gmail.com. So with that being said, buttercups, Spirit, let's start clarifying. Can you please clarify the called card What does this message, what does this collective need to know about being called to step up? Please and thank you, Spirit. Oh. Okay. So yeah, you're being called to step. I feel like this has been a calling for quite a while. I've got the Eight of Swords right here. And so for some of you, I'm definitely picking up, you feel imposter syndrome creeping in, like, who am I to do this? Who am I to, you know, yeah, you are. Like, no, this is, I'm getting chills on that. You are sovereign. You are here for a purpose. This is your confirmation. Don't, those are just like, that's false. That's fear. That's false evidence appearing real. That's not the case. For others of you, so imposter syndrome for some of you, for others of you, it's like you're just up in your head about it. Like, I'm not really sure what to do. I'm not really sure what to go with, or you feel stuck. You know what I mean? But the good thing about the Eight of Swords is that you could literally free yourself at any time. You have the power to choose. You know what I mean? It's like, this is again about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, and trusting in the divine plannings, because it's like the overarching energy of that is your ultimate wishes are on the other side of this. And some of those desires may be so deeply buried within you that you don't recognize it yet. But you've got beautiful, amazing opportunities to heal, as well as expand and step into roles that are going to be extremely fulfilling for you. Spirit is asking you to stay anchored in the present. He is so focused on what has not been going right for him that he's missing out on these opportunities. He's missing out on these messages. And Spirit is trying to reach you, your spirit team. So this is about you anchoring into the present. Your biggest, largest superpower, hands down, especially when we're learning how to communicate, how to receive communication from the divine realm, is we have to slow down, okay? And we want to be anchored in the here and now. We don't want to be thinking about what we don't have. We don't want to be thinking about what happened in the past. We don't want to be totally, clenched and clinging to the outcomes of the future. We want to be right in our sweet spot, right in the present. So your power is being in the present, and it is also being optimistic and positive, okay? So when that happens, oh yeah, I feel like for some of you, there is, because there's the Ace of Wands right here. This is the back end energy on this clarification. It's like I'm getting chills on this. Spirit's got opportunities that they want to drop to you. They're trying to drop to you right now. That's going to help you both on your personal mission and your soul, your collective mission. And oh wow, it's going to enable you to really be in a place of, like, we've got the Page of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So I feel like this is really going to give you an opportunity to get into a field, whether it's a new career, a new job, just a new calling. This is something that's going to allow you to really open your heart up, and it's going to allow you to be creative and playful. It's going to be very fulfilling for you. Again, it's something's coming down the pike for you to master, some type of a new, a new skill, a new trade for some of you. That's coming in very soon, and it's going to be very, very fulfilling, very reciprocal. This is going to bring you into alignment with the universe. Let's go ahead and get more information on the activated earth. What do they need to know for their best and highest about the activated earth, please? So I feel like there's an opportunity for you right now, and you're not either taking the leap on it, taking the action on it because you have like this imposter syndrome, or you're just like kind of like up in your head about it, like this isn't going to work out. Spirit's like, no, it's gonna work out. You got to trust and have faith, and it's going to be way better than you could have ever imagined. Show me this activated earth, please, Spirit. What do we need to know about the activated earth, please, and thank you. You could even help. You could even help yourself, even if you're not being called to leave your state or the country. You could do a little research on power places, sacred places, ley lines in your area, and even if you just went and visited one of those places, it would be it would be a mutually beneficial activation for yourself as well as the earth. So think about that. That's an act of service. That's doing that out of love for yourself and for humanity, you know? 3. Oops. Okay, we'll take it. Yeah, okay, so a lot of you are being called to move and relocate. Here's the 9 of Wands. This is about moving and relocating. For sure. For some of you, this is definitely about moving and relocating. And you're feeling like you either don't have the resources. Here's the 5 of Pentacles. You're feeling like you either don't have the resources on this, or again, here comes that imposter syndrome creeping up. Like, who am I to do this? Like, this is ridiculous. This is a matter of like realizing that no, you are worthy of this. Okay. You signed up for this before you even got here. I know that, you know, there's that moon energy on the bottom of the deck. Like this is definitely going to be coming through and being activated with this eclipse season. There's definitely some level of like fear on this, and Spirit's like, don't be afraid. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Like Spirit's inviting you to look at this from like, you know, a fun loving perspective. Like, this is exciting. Where are we going? It's like, there's no reason to be afraid. Just let go of the past. You know, if things haven't worked out for you before in the past, you just got to let it go. The past is in the past. Leave it there and don't look back. You know what I mean? Hey, can you clarify this 5 of Pentacles for me, Spirit, please? And thank you. Help me understand exactly what the 5 of Pentacles is about. If you're worrying about resources, the resources are going to be presented to you when needed. You have to let go of the control aspect of it, though. When we hold on too tight to that control, we're actually like repelling what's trying to come in. You know what I mean? Oh, there's definitely going to be an opportunity for some healing. That's the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Opportunity for some healing for some of you with regards to the, you know, lower self-esteem, low self-worth, right? This is destined change. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, it's a good thing, actually. Yeah, this is actually really cool. It's like, a lot of you are feeling like you're in a very slow, you're either moving too slow, or you feel like, oh my God, I'm stuck. I'm at a standstill right now. What am I doing? I feel like I'm in the wrong place. It's like, no, you're supposed to be moving slow. You're supposed to be moving slow right now with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, Hangman, this is about really taking a minute to pause and reflect. Divine chaos on the external. They're shifting things around to get you in a position where you're going to be able to like witness and recognize the opportunities that are coming towards you, right? You're going to be given all the tools that you need. Here's the Magician energy. You're going to be given all the tools that you need to accomplish everything that you need to accomplish. There's definitely some more work to do on this. Like there is going to be more work to do, but you're going to experience a really, really powerful healing. So I hope this is making sense. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to me. Like right now, I feel like it's not making sense to me, but it may be making sense to you, and that's really all that matters. So Inner Earth. Spirit, please clarify this Inner Earth, the solutions and the beginnings, please and thank you. Maybe we can get an idea of where these resources may be coming from. Please and thank you. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh. Woo! Okay, this is so freaking cool. All right, so the Inner Earth, meaning that you definitely have the strength and the endurance to take this to the limit. Okay, you've got everything that you need. You're going to make it through this, is what Spirit's saying. It's not going to be easy. We're not going to josh you on that, okay? But nothing worth having is ever easy. You know what I mean? Although I will say this. Just because it's not easy doesn't mean it has to be painful and stressful. Okay? That's where getting that calmness and like centering and balancing yourself out within. Like I like to think of my internal realm. This is my calm in the chaos of the external. I have no control over the external world, or at least most of it, but I do have control over my internal world. I have control how I think, how I feel. I have control over my internal realm. I can choose to be balanced and peaceful and calm and receptive. Or I can choose to be, you know what I mean? So this is like about letting go of this feeling like everything has to be so freaking difficult and so freaking dramatic and is going to take, forever to, it's like, no, you know what? This is like the warrior card, like perseverance. Like you have come so far already and you've got beautiful things coming in. So Spirit's like, take the rest when you need it, but please keep moving forward. Please keep persevering. We need you. We need you. It's like, let yourself, instead of having the 9 of Wands energy where everything is so stressful and you're beaten up and like you're just looking for the problems, like you're looking for the next problem. Instead of looking for the next problem, look for the next solution. Look for the next fun, creative thing to do. The Page of Wands is about learning how to be excited about life again, learning how to be spontaneous, learning how to be creative, and letting your creativity flow through you. It's about exploring new ways of being, new ways of working, new ways of living and being. You know what I mean? And so it's like, Spirit's asking you, the 5 of Swords, like this is like the ultimate inner critic. Like I just feel like you're being really harsh and judgmental and critical of yourself through this process. And Spirit's just like, no. Let yourself be, loving and nurturing and kind and compassionate when we're going through these things, when we're learning these lessons. It can be scary and painful, emotionally painful, right? So please, please, please be nice to my friend. Let yourself get excited about it. It's about shifting your perspective. We can either look at these things as devastating and horrible, or we could look at these things as, oh my God, this is so exciting. Where is this going to take me? You know what I mean? The bottom of the deck is, again, 8 of Pentacles, very, very loud. So it's like you're definitely being called to step up to the plate and start really learning about whatever it is, your gifts that are coming through. One of the clairs, clairvoyance, claircognizance, audience, sentience, one of them. It could be like some type of a skill or a trade that you need to be mastering, that they want you to be learning and mastering. It's like, look for the signs and symbols. Things may be popping up on algorithms for coursework, right? It's like, what is coming for you, my love? What is coming for you when you take that leap of faith, when you take those initial first steps and everything starts opening up? It's like, look at this, Emperor and Empress energy. Okay, so this could be 2 things. First and foremost, this is really truly about balancing and integrating our masculine and feminine energies within us. We each have masculine and feminine energies within us. And so ultimately, the purpose of awakening, one of the purposes of awakening, besides clearing out everything, all the old, right? It's also about bringing these energies into balance so that we can function and operate in this 10 of Cups energy. Extremely grateful, joyful, filled with love. I invite you to think of a world where there's no pollution, where people are actually in careers that bring them fulfillment, enjoyment. Communities are helpful and supportive and nurturing in every way, the way we speak to each other, the way that we help each other, not being judgmental and horrible to each other on social media. Times are a changing, baby. It's like to keep an eye on the prize long term, you know? It's like what's coming in for you is an opportunity for massive healing and to do things that you've always wanted to do. And it's allowing you to also dip into your own childlike curiosity. Doing things. Remember when you were little? Think about a time way, way back when you were really, really little, before you ever had to worry about paying bills or running the kids to the freaking, game or this or that or blah, 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 It's like when you would wake up in the morning and you're thinking, what do I get to do today? What do I want to do today? That's the type of childlike curiosity. And if you struggle remembering what used to bring you joy as a child, the things that used to light you up, the dreams that you used to have when you were little, if you have trouble remembering those things, I did. I couldn't remember. That stuff was so buried underneath layers and layers and layers of traumas that I had experienced in this life, traumas, generational trauma, ancestral trauma, karmic patterns. I couldn't see it, but I prayed. I prayed to Great Spirit. I prayed and I asked to be shown. Please show me. Please show me what used to light me up. Please show me the things that brought me absolute joy when I was little. Because when you can tap into those things now as an adult, it literally is it's like a whole other set of keys that unlock all these other codes within your soul. So, yeah, wild. Okay, Earth School. This is our last oracle that we're going to clarify. Spirit, what do we need to... Oh, wow. Okay, so this is not for that one, but this is for... Spirit has another part of that message. Hold on here. Okay. Okay. So when you're able to bring yourself, this is the Lover's card, when you're able to bring yourself into balance, and it's a big choice. The Lover's card is about a very, very big choice. Now, a lot of times in traditional tarot, this is about a big, massive love offer, right? But it can also be a very big choice in terms of any other decisions in our area. But in this particular lesson, I feel like this is about when you are able to really fully choose, and it is a choice, my loves, when you're able to fully, truly be able to balance and integrate out your masculine and feminine energies, your light attributes and your dark attributes, because we all have them and there is nothing to be ashamed about on any of it. Okay? This is about all of us learning how to become whole as an individual so that we can be tapped in to the whole collective as one. Okay? But anyway, we're choosing to be in full balance, right? And when we can achieve that, Queen of Swords, we are going to be able to see very, very, very clearly past any illusions that are in front of us. And when you have that inner knowing, when you have that internal balance and you have that calmness and that centeredness, you could literally think of Neo in the Matrix. I know I'm dating myself, but I don't give up. Okay, I love that movie. If you have not watched The Matrix, watch it. Actually, I'm going to freaking watch it again. It's like there's a scene. Oh my God, I'm getting chills. There's a scene in the movie where Neo finally accepts that he is the one. Because he was resisting it. He was resisting it the whole time. He had imposter syndrome the whole time. I'm getting big, big ass chills on this one. Spirit's like, yep, you're on to it now, sister. Yeah. When you stop resisting and you take the steps and you go where you're supposed to be going, where your soul is calling you, and you make the switches, you take the leaps, and all those new keys start unlocking and opening up for you, right? It's like when you start to become balanced and integrated, you will know it because you will have clear knowing. Your intuition will be so freaking spot on. Your inner knowing will be so spot on that sword is the sword of truth. It is not her truth. It is not your truth. It is the truth based on universal law. You will be able to use that sword of discernment and slice through all the illusions of the external world. That's so freaking powerful. So those are the types of activations that are coming for you. They're not coming for you like to, they're coming for you as this beautiful blessing. Let me get back to the Neo story though. So in the movie Neo, when he finally stops resisting, right, and he radically accepts his role and his mission, and he steps into it, and he goes through Earth School, his own schooling. You know, they plug him into all these programs so that he can learn all these different, you know, skills and tools and whatnot, so that he's able to go and battle against the Matrix, right? There's a scene where, oh my God, he's like, Keanu Reeves is such a badass anyway. Totally all dressed in black, head to toe, glasses on. He is so freaking zen. Like, you can tell that he has completely integrated his masculine and feminine energy. He has completely integrated his light and dark. He's so calm. He is the epitome of the calm and the chaos. And this scene is like, they start shooting, like, they got machine guns just spraying bullets everywhere. And he's just like maneuvering himself around. I mean, I can't do it as wonderful as he did, but he's just like maneuvering himself around all of these obstacles, all of these bullets, and he's non-reactive. He's completely non-reactive. But he's taking the steps and he's moving. But internally, he's non-reactive. He's unbothered. He's in his IDGAF era. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Give us a little bit more information about the Earth School, please and thank you. Or was that it? Please and thank you, Spirit. Oh my God, I love this so much. So what's going to come in with Earth School for a lot of you, we've got the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Some of you, there may be a relationship that's going to be coming in that could be a part of your soul mission, right? But for others of you, this is the ultimate lesson on alchemy, fire and water. I'm thinking about the Temperance card. And so this is about learning how to channel Spirit's energy through fire into our bodies, which is made of mostly water, right? And being able to, you know, find the balance within that to be able to bring into the earth whatever our gifts are, to be able to use our gifts to help other people, right? So I feel like this is definitely going to be with this Ace of Cups, Spirit is like, this is Spirit offering you this opportunity to learn. Whether this is through another person in a relationship, or this is actually you're going to go back to school on some level. Again, it could be official university. It could be, you know, an online self-paced program. It could be a tarot certification program. You know, it could be so many different things. It could be self-paced learning on some level. But this is definitely going to be made known to you by Spirit. And again, you're going to see that you will learn how to integrate. Like, this is a masculine energy. The King of Wands is a masculine energy. Fire is masculine. Water is a feminine energy. Water is soft, right? So the water helps to temper the fire and take that raging fire and bring it down, you know, bring that raging boil down to a little simmer is how I like to describe it. And so it's a tempering process, because we need to be in that balance. We need to be in that center and that balance. That's where the sweet spot is, in the present, anchored and focused, right? That's where we're able to create with Spirit. Yeah, it's going to put you in flow state. This is the Six of Pentacles. It's going to put you in flow state. It's going to bring in long-term success and abundance and prosperity into every area of your life. Very, very good. Very, very good. Wow, we're at 44 minutes. I feel like let's get some final guidance. Final guidance for this collective, please and thank you. I feel like I feel like I should say, welcome to the jungle, baby. We got fun and games. It's not a jungle. It's great. Welcome to the team. You know, you're in the right place, right time here on this channel, that's for sure. I do a lot of readings that are centered around the spiritual path. And, you know, part of the spiritual path is love. Love in all its forms. Part of the spiritual path is our working life, our career lives, right? This is it. This is the final guidance. Spirit wants you to really, truly go back to a time in your past when you were little. Get back into that childlike curiosity and play. It's that curiosity and that childlike playfulness that's going to allow some of these keys to open up so that you'll be able to receive that guidance and be led towards these fields of study, towards these new places you're supposed to be going. Go have some fun, my loves. Let yourself play and have fun. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, let's get some angel messages here, and then we're going to call it. I'm going to wrap it up. Spirit, what messages do the angels have for this collective for their best and highest? Please and thank you. Really, really powerful reading. Yeah, nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of, folks. This is really just anchoring in and, you know, harnessing some significant self-care. Yeah, your angels and guides want you to communicate clearly with them, communicate clearly with each other. Speak truth, the truth, not yours, the truth. There's a big difference. What else, Spirit? Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to speak your mind and speak authentically. Don't be afraid to let yourself be seen as coming through. For some of you, this is about communicating clearly what you're trying to manifest. More clarification on that, please and thank you. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I got a 6th chakra squeeze on that one. Here we go. 3, 2. It's so freaking awesome. Yeah, they look for a sign, my loves. Look for a sign. They've got info for you. They're trying to get to you. And know this. You have big, happy changes coming your way. Wow. I hope this was helpful for you. If you found it to be helpful, if you found it to be interesting, I always appreciate a like and a subscribe. It helps the channel grow and it helps the messages get out to others like yourself. Again, I'm taking one-to-one readings. I've got my September books open. There's still availability. If you're interested, hit me up in the email. And until the next time, my loves, be well, love well, live well. I love you all. Chef's 5 kisses. Bye-bye.